So this is our last long run. Well, our last really long run. We're doing about 22 to 26 miles today. And then we're gonna start tapering a little bit because Carl reminded me that it's 3 weeks from today.
Yesterday.
It's 3 weeks from yesterday. It's amazing. It seems like when I first started in January, I thought, man, that seems so far away. And now it's right around the corner. So last week, Carl did a triathlon. He does it every year, Thatcher, Arizona. Beat his old time by what, 15 minutes?
Like that. Six. I was 50 last year and this year was 44.
That's awesome. So a sprint triathlon, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. I went to Pass Mountain Loop and just sort of did a recovery run because I was still beat up from last week. And I was so tired I didn't want to film either, so sorry if you were looking for that. It's a beautiful morning, about 5:30, back at Santan, our usual place. And we decided to go the other opposite direction, so just for some variety.
About 10 miles.
10 miles in?
Yep.
That's good. Feel good?
Yeah, not too bad.
Woo! Think about that. That's just like a few miles past Phantom Ranch. Right?
Yep. But that's a whole different world down there.
Yep. So we just went past Aeroviper Running. They're setting up for their first night race of a night 5-race series throughout the valley, and that race starts here, or that series starts here at Santan. So it's about 7, a little after 7 in the morning, and they're already setting up for a night race tonight. That's pretty crazy. A lot of different distances and that stuff. Carl and I just finished a little over 10 miles, about 10 miles, and we just took a quick break, got some water, and now we're continuing on. So Carl decided he wanted to get a trail running vest or a hydration vest, but what made you decide to do that? Along with his like neck head desert man covering thing. Why did you decide to do that, Carl?
I got the vest because when we hiked the canyon a few weeks ago, the next day my back was killing me. That was one of the things that hurt. And you could just, I remember just the pack hitting me. Every run, every step, it kept smacking me. And so the next day, that's what hurt my back. So I went to REI, looked around, saw those $100 and something vests. Talked to this lady, couldn't find anything I wanted. And I looked on Amazon and found this vest for like 40 bucks. So this is my first day out with it. It feels pretty good. So I think I like it.
Carl and I are making the slow transition, sort of from hiking to hikers to trail runners. Now the pack that he had last week or 2 weeks ago, or whatever, wasn't a bad pack, but that's why you got to train with the gear that you're going to be using or plan to be using for the event, whatever thing you're about ready to do. So you don't get there and find out, oh, I don't like this backpack. It's bugging you in the shoulders. It's bugging you and banging on your back, like Carl was saying. Or your shoes, you just get blisters like crazy. That's why you never want to buy shoes like the day before you go. So you try all this stuff out in advance. So you try to eliminate all the little problems and get to what you like using. So those are fewer things that you have to worry about when you're doing the actual event.
See, and that's why I ended up getting this thing too, because I had the neckerchief when we went to the Grand Canyon, and I just ended up still kind of having sunburn. So I looked around on Amazon, tried to find something that would cover my neck better. And then I found this thing. Is it's supposed to be able to fill it with water too and kind of keep cool. So I'm liking it so far. I might look like a dork, but it's all right.
It's functional. Yeah, I think you look like a ninja. The ninjas are cool. And yeah, so you may have seen this handkerchief, whatever, in other videos and wonder why do they have that? Are they cowboys or something? And what it is like I use it for air conditioning. You get this wet, put it around your neck. Those big veins right there in the side of your neck, they take that cool, the breeze comes and it's nice and cool, and that distributes that cooler temperature throughout your body to try and keep you cool. I also put water in my hat. I mean, probably shouldn't be wearing a black hat in the desert, but put water in my hat, get your head wet, and that keeps you nice and cool for a while. And you just keep doing that. It'll also keep the sun off your neck. So Carl was looking for an alternative for that type of thing. I guess there's a reason why people that really live in the desert, like out in the desert, actually are wrapped up a lot.
You're not just out here training your body, you're training like how you're gonna do things, like which products you want to use. Like corn nuts is like I want to eat. I've learned that by being out here eating my corn nuts, getting a little salt. That's a little refreshment.
That's the one thing about doing the long endurance events, that we're learning all this stuff as we go. And you learn about drinking when you're not thirsty. You learn about eating something like every 20 minutes, eating when you're not hungry. You don't wait till you're thirsty to drink, because by that time you're already dehydrated, or at least headed in that direction. It's really hard to catch up. And then you eat because you have this constant flow of energy to do what you need to do. And if you wait too long, like we've talked about before, you'll bonk, you'll hit the wall, and that'll slow you down. Extremely hard to get to recover from that in a reasonable amount of time.
And you know that because you're an expert.
Yeah, because I bonk all the time. Because I have this issue where I just don't want to eat. I don't get hungry. I don't get thirsty until it's too late. And so I've got Carl to remind me. Hi guys. I've got Carl to remind me, make sure I'm drinking, make sure I'm eating. Give you an idea of the desert in the latter part of April. So it is 9:10 in the morning, and it is 82 degrees. It's supposed to be about 96 today. We're hoping to be done before then, but it just gets warm fast. And I guess for the Grand Canyon, that's to our benefit, because a lot of people don't realize that down in the bottom of a canyon, it can get really, really hot. Like in the summertime, it can get up to 120 degrees. People go down there, they don't have water, they're not prepared for it, and they run into problems. So we're going in May. It won't be nearly that hot, but it'll still be probably in the mid 80s, maybe in the low 90s. And that's really warm, especially when you're trying to run or hike. .4 miles. How long did it take us? I can't even remember now.
Almost 8 hours.
Yeah, just under 8 hours. About a 14.5 minute mile pace. What's that word we were using again? Starts with a B.
Brutal.
Brutal. That was brutal.
Actually 8 hours and like 15 minutes.
8 hours, 15 minutes. About a 14.5 minute mile pace. 29.4 miles. This is our last really long run before we go to the canyon in 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks now. So from here on out, actually, we're going to be tapering off. We're going to be reducing our miles, trying to recover from all the work that we've done so we can be ready for the Grand Canyon.
And it's 96 and sunny.
96 degrees outside and sunny. See you next time. My hand's shaking. It's like